All right, we're back here on the Now Morning Show right here on TTT. Now, we want to wish our friends at the Crawford Foundation happy anniversary. They celebrated their 20th anniversary recently, and we are going to be joining them this morning to discuss this milestone. And to discuss with us is the CEO of the Crawford Foundation, Omar Mohammed. Welcome and good morning.
Hi, it's Kari. Thanks so much for having me. Good morning.
Oh yes, congratulations to you, to Zico, and the rest of the Crawford Foundation team. And on your 20th anniversary, this is such a milestone because so many organizations such as yours may not see as much time, but you have definitely had quite the journey, and we want to hear about it.
Great. Well, thanks so much for those warm wishes. We're no longer a teenager, so it's good to celebrate.
That's right. You're out to your teens.
Yes, exactly. So the Crawford Foundation, we again, like you said, we're lucky to have celebrated this 20th anniversary. And now more than ever, we think it's important for us to sort of highlight the message of why the foundation was started in the first place, which was really to create a space where people can come together in the spirit of collaboration and cooperation to solve some of the big problems that our founders, John and Angela, at the time thought important for the Caribbean region. So, how can we have development that is equitable and equal and sustainable? And of course, now 20 years later, the issues have, expanded in many ways, but that core purpose of working together, I think, is more important now than ever before, especially in a non-partisan way, in a way that sort of acknowledges that none of us have all the answers.
Right.
And, we all need to sort of share the experiences that we've had and the skills that we have to push the needle just a little bit forward. And, while, again, the issues have changed in many ways, those sort of core values still remain the same. And those are the things that, again, keep us driving 20 years down the road.
Definitely. Now, tell us about, how this journey started with the founders and what are some of the successes and challenges that the company has had over the years?
Well, it really is a family story. It is a family legacy. We're lucky enough to have those ideals passed down to really form the foundation. So it really started when, a British guy came to Trinidad and Tobago to study agriculture, and he met his future wife, Angela, at the University of the West Indies, and they started a life and a career together that spanned, a number of decades. And in the 90s, where they were sort of winding down their international careers, they both worked, John worked in agriculture, Angela worked in the sort of international public service on environment and sustainability issues. And they've always saw that the Caribbean had given them so much as individuals and as a family, and they were constantly looking for ways to give back to the Caribbean region. So they thought, let's set up this mechanism, let's bring our network together to figure out a way to pull all our talents to direct it towards Caribbean development. And unfortunately, in 1998, 2 years before the foundation was started, lost their only child in university. And that sort of spurred on this need to create change through a mechanism like an organization. So in 2000, they did just that. They brought together some of their friends, Caribbean intellectuals and thinkers in their own right, so like the Norman Gervans, Sheila Solomon, Ulrich Cross, etc., to really create this organization that they hoped, again, like I said, would bring together Caribbean expertise, Caribbean knowledge, and really try to chart a way forward for us in a way that is indigenous and makes full advantage of what we have in this region, which is creativity, cooperation, culture, all those sorts of things.
So tell me, what is the mandate of the company, and in the current situation that we are facing globally, how has the foundation been able to, cope with the current situation, being that we're facing a pandemic?
Well, the mandate has always been working towards this idea of development that is sustainable and equitable. And of course, now, especially over the last couple of months, we've been seeing really what unequal systems can result in. You have a lot of strife around the world where you have issues of social justice, race and class, and all these things sort of boiling to the top. And that's really a result of a system being inequitable. So everything that we've done has always been towards trying to come up with a model of development that meets all those purposes. So making sure that it's just, making sure that it's equal, making sure that it's environmentally sustainable. So everything we do, from our work in agriculture to our work in public policy with communities, it's all been around that idea. And the COVID situation, I mean, it's something that unfortunately we're sharing with, maybe all of the countries around the world.
Right.
But for us, it really just sort of highlights the issues that, these big shocks are not just fictional. It's not just in a movie you see these big shocks.
That's right. Hey, Omar, we do have a sharp cut for the news at 7 o'clock. So here's what we're going to hold you. If you could stay with us a little bit, we're going to do the news and we're going to come back and finish this conversation at the top of the hour. Thanks so much. Now we're going to continue our conversation with the CEO of the Crawford Foundation, because we're celebrating 20 years, and we're just hearing a little bit of the backstory of the Crawford Foundation. So we're continuing this conversation now. Hi again, Omar.
Hi, Kari.
So we were speaking about some of the successes and challenges, and we went into the challenge that the pandemic posed, around the world really, but specifically with the Crawford Foundation. So let's continue where we left off.
Yes, so I mean, the pandemic has affected everything from how we do our work in the office, how we do our work with communities and our other stakeholders. But I think it's like anything else, it's a learning curve, however, a sharp learning curve. But I think the issues don't change. If anything, it makes that even more important to have to deal with. So I think, like everyone else, I think it's just exercising a certain level of patience, of understanding that some people might not get it as quickly as you do. But I think, again, we just press on. We try to use as many digital tools as possible and try to just, obey the rules that, set by the health.
Definitely. And before we go, for persons who may want to join the cause, to contribute to the cause, or, just get involved somehow, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, the Crawford Foundation is all over social media. You can get us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just look for the Crawford Foundation. Our website is thecrawfordfoundation.org. It's very long, I know. So thecrawfordfoundation.org. Or you can call us at 221-5751. And we're going to be constantly expanding our digital reach, trying to get more of our work and our partners' work out there. So just follow us. Be sure to engage, like, share, and just get involved with the work that civil society is doing across Trinidad and Tobago. If you're not interested in environmental work, there are people doing work in a bunch of different fields. So just reach out, especially now, and see what you can do to help.
With that one, I want to say thank you, Omar, and congratulations on 20 years, and I wish you 20 more and beyond of the Crawford Foundation and the great work that you have been doing.
Thanks so much, Kari. Have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, that has been Omar Mohammed, the CEO of the Crawford Foundation, celebrating 20 years today, which is such great news and so wonderful.